we've all been there. We have ordered a product from a new website, got it in the mail, and opened it only to find that the product that we're looking at looks nothing like the product that we thought we were ordering. It might not look anything like the picture, or maybe it looks like the picture, but it's a much cheaper quality than you thought it would be. We've all been there. And this is the reason that online shoppers can be very wary of shopping with a brand new store. So a lot of online shoppers will try to look for reviews from a website before they make a purchase from that website. And a lot of online shoppers also will use Google to see if it's a spammy store or not. So this is why it's important for you to make sure that your store has not been marked by spam and start to gather reviews for your store online. So for this week's Shopify tip of the week, or e-commerce tip of the week, I'm going to walk you guys through how to make sure that your store has not been marked as spam, and then talk through some suggestions about how you can get your customers to review your store. So scamadvisor.com is a website that allows shoppers to vote on whether a site is legit, scam, or sells fakes. Shoppers can also provide a review, and ScamAdvisor will determine a trust rating. The rating will look at factors such as speed, the countries involved in the setup, owner's identity, SSL certificate, and more. Store owners can claim their website and manage reviews by creating an account with Safe.shop. The e-commerce foundation created Safe.shop and ScamAdvisor as an initiative to help consumers shop online globally. The website offers free and paid memberships, but at this point I do not think a paid membership is necessary. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like to check out your website's Trust ID now at scamadvisor.com. Okay, so now that we are on scamadvisor.com, what I'm going to go ahead and do is demonstrate what it looks like to look up a website. So I'm going to come to the search bar and I'm going to search for letsbuildaboutique.com because I want to demonstrate my own website for you guys. So I typed it out, I'm going to click the search bar. And now we can see that this website says the trust rating is high, might be safe. So we can come down here and see the trust score is 80%. We can take a look at what this is. We could also see that that my website has 0 reviews. But I can also come over here and leave my own vote for whether I think this website is legit, scam, or sells fake. So this is where consumers can come and rate websites, and they can also look up websites on this website. So I might as well go ahead and give my own website a legit vote. So I'll go ahead and type my email address to vote. And now, in order to confirm my vote, I'll have to go to my email and approve it. So let's just continue taking a look. We can see that there's a risk index and it will give you a rating based on that percentage. The average is actually 80%, so it looks like I'm right in the average. But you can also share your opinion for this website, and it looks like you do so via Facebook. And it also has a link to take me to letsbuildaboutique.com. So now that we've looked at my own website, why don't we search for a more popular website, a well-known clothing store such as Lulu's. So I'll search lulus.com. And now we can take a look, and it says likely to be legit, trust rating is high. The trust score is 100%, and there are actually 4,000 reviews, over 4,000 reviews. And we can see that on index, it's marked as a high, safe option. So, all of that to be said, I highly recommend that you come to this website and check it out for yourself to make sure that your website has not been marked as a scam or a website that sells fakes. You want to make sure your trust rating is at a good percentage, and then you want to start to begin the process to collect reviews for your website, especially if you're selling products. So what you'll want to work on now is actually gathering reviews for your own store. So now it's time to start collecting reviews from your customers. So let's go over a couple tips to help convince your customers to write a review for your website or your products. So tip number 1 is simply to ask. Sometimes people are willing to do things if you just ask. So it can be as simple as sending out an email after your customer makes a purchase from you. You do want to make sure that you're thinking about how quickly you send that email out, because if you send it out immediately after they purchase it, and this has happened to me actually before. I remember one time I made a purchase and a day later they sent me an email asking for a review, but I didn't actually get the product in the mail for like another week. So I was like, you're really asking me to write you a review a day after it's been shipped when I haven't even received the product? That just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, it was kind of a small minor thing, but I'm like, can you just think that through? I don't have the product yet. So definitely make sure that your customers have had a chance to actually get the package in the mail. If you're sending out products, of course, it's going to be different if it's a virtual product or something you download online. But speaking about e-commerce and retail specifically, you want to make sure that they've had time to get the package in the mail, and maybe if it's clothing, you might even want to give them time to try it on and wear it. Sometimes we're busy and you get a package in the mail, and I know a lot of people love opening those packages and trying it on right away, but some people don't actually try on the item for another week or two. So you just want to think through what strategy makes sense for you and make it easy. The next tip is to make it easy for your customers to write the review. If you make them go through this complicated process of having to click all these different locations to actually get to the spot where they write the review, then your customers are going to be a little bit annoyed and they'll probably give up before they actually write the review. So there are a bunch of different ways, specifically through Shopify, that you can have your customers write reviews. So I will include some here. And another tip on that, I also want to let you know that you don't want to wait too long to ask for a review either, because if you wait 2 months, then it's not going to be something that they're going to want to go back and review. So you really got to find that sweet spot for when to send out the email asking for the review. Now, another tip is to incentivize your customers to write reviews. You can offer them a discount code, you can offer them points, you can offer them a $10 coupon. I've seen all sorts of websites do this in different ways, but that's another great way to get your customers to write the reviews who probably wouldn't do so otherwise, because let's face it, there are 2 types of people in the world. One, the first group is the ones who love to write reviews on everything they get, and others, like me, rarely write reviews. So if you do want to increase your reviews, it could be important for you to incentivize your customers to write them. Another bonus with that is that it will also incentivize your customers to make another purchase with you. Even if they're making that purchase with a discount or a coupon or whatever, it's still making them shop with you again. And over time, the more often a customer shops with you, the more likely they're going to continue shopping with you, and your store will be more top of mind when they think about the products in your category. Now, my next tip would be to send thank you notes to those who do write reviews for your website. Now, if you're a small store, this will be easy to personalize and formally send a thank you to. But if you are a larger store, it could be something that you automate and just let your customers know that you appreciate the review. And my last tip is to explain to your customers why you're asking for the review. Sometimes people need to understand why they're being asked to do something before they actually do it. So if you can explain to them, that it will really help you out, especially if you let them know you're a small business owner and their review means a lot to you. I've actually gotten Amazon packages in the mail where the small business owner will write a little note. I've even gotten a handwritten note before in the mail that said, we're a small business, we really appreciate your business. If you could just help us out and write a review, it makes such a difference for us and it helps us grow, and so on and so on. I mean, you can make it personal and you can explain to them why it's going to help you out in the long run, and your customers will also be more likely to write the review if they realize that they're helping a small business owner, because there's so many people who are just so supportive of small business owners, and sometimes you just have to bring that fact to their attention and they'll be more than willing to help you out. Now, after you have started to collect reviews and you're starting to get the hang of it and you are understanding what works for your particular target audience, your customers, what actually works to convince them to write the reviews, from there you'll want to find a way to automate the process. So whether it's through the app or you just have a system in place that sends out the reviews at a set time for every purchase or for a certain type of purchase, you can look more into that and figure out what's going to work best for your store. But you'll just want to make sure you automate it so you don't have to spend so much time every week, every month, every day trying to collect reviews. Alright, well that was it for this week's video. Let me know if you have any other questions, or if you have a certain e-commerce question or a Shopify question, any topics you'd like me to cover, just let me know and I'll add it to the list. So with that, I will see you guys next time. But of course, as always, don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and maybe even turn on your notifications, and you'll be seeing more of my content so I can help you out and make sure you're working towards growing your business. Thanks, guys.